Nobody talks about this.
But psychology says the most powerful people are usually the calmest people in the room.
Not the loudest.
Not the most emotional. Not the ones trying to impress everyone. The calm ones.
Because real power looks quiet.
The quiet power.
And once you understand this,
is the most
you start seeing
underestimated
people very
source of
differently.
Most people think confidence means
Speaking louder, showing dominance, winning every argument. But psychology shows the opposite.
people who constantly seek attention
Are often trying to escape insecurity. That's why truly confident people don't feel the need to prove themselves every second.
insecure people perform.
Confident people simply exist. They don't need applause to feel valuable. They don't need conflict to feel alive. They sit back, they watch, they listen.
They don't interrupt.
They don't overreact. They don't chase validation.
Observe. See
They
the world
observe.
through new eyes.
And observation
Is a superpower. While emotional people react instantly, calm people collect information. They notice tone changes, body language, small contradictions, hidden intentions. And this is why emotionally controlled people usually make better decisions, because emotions are temporary, but decisions create consequences.
Think about it.
How many people ruined relationships, careers, or opportunities just because they reacted emotionally for 5 seconds? One angry message, one emotional decision, one impulsive reaction. That's all it takes.
And once it's done,
You can't take it back. The damage is already permanent.
psychologists call this
Emotional hijacking. It happens when emotions become stronger than logic.
and in modern life,
Most people are constantly hijacked. Social media trains people to react instantly. Instant opinions, instant anger, instant comparison, instant validation. Nobody pauses anymore.
but powerful people do.
They pause before speaking, pause before reacting, pause before making decisions.
And that pause,
Changes everything. Because when you control your emotions, you control your life. This is also why silence makes people uncomfortable. Silence forces people to face themselves. And in that silence, real thoughts surface. The truths people spend their whole lives avoiding.
most people talk constantly.
Because they fear uncomfortable thoughts. But calm people are different. They can sit alone, think deeply, reflect honestly. And that creates mental strength most people never develop. In psychology, this is connected to self-regulation, the ability to control impulses instead of obeying them.
And surprisingly,
This predicts success better than intelligence in many situations. Not IQ, not talent, self-control,
because disciplined people keep going,
after motivation disappears. Anyone can work hard when they feel inspired,
very few people can stay consistent.
when nobody is watching. That's the difference.
And another strange truth,
The more emotionally controlled someone becomes, the less they need external approval. They stop trying to impress everyone. They stop explaining themselves. They stop arguing with people committed to misunderstanding them. They protect their peace instead.
that's not weakness.
That's maturity. And mature people understand something most people never learn. Not every battle deserves your energy. Sometimes, the strongest response is no response. Because attention is expensive. Every argument costs mental energy. Every toxic person drains focus. Calm people understand this deeply. That's why they become selective. Selective with friendships, selective with conversations, selective with where they invest emotional energy. And over time, this creates a completely different life. Less drama, less chaos, less emotional exhaustion, more clarity, more focus, more control. Modern culture rewards noise. People confuse attention with importance, but in real life, calm people usually lead, because people trust emotional stability. That's why the calmest person in the room often becomes the most respected person in the room. Not because they demand attention, but because their presence feels stable. Once someone learns emotional discipline, their entire life changes. A calm mind is difficult to manipulate. A disciplined person is difficult to control. And someone who no longer needs validation becomes unstoppable. So the next time you meet someone quiet, don't assume they're weak. Sometimes silence is intelligence. Sometimes silence is confidence. And sometimes silence is power.